Okay, hello and welcome back again. Just having a quick look at what we've had very recently. Um, yeah, look like my boy Topuria. Not my boy at all, but just randomly speaking, looks like he came through and did what he was supposed to do. Now he done it better than we expected, though. So yeah, proved us right to a certain extent. So basically what it looks like it happened. I'm just gonna play it in the background just so I can have a look and see if I can break it down. But there was um there was a boxing fight. I haven't been to that many events, but um my friend invited me out and we went out to watch um versus Charles Oliveira. Alright, we'll try and keep the voice down. Okay. So he invited me out and we watched this Australian fight, and I remember the guy's name was Jake, but I don't remember Jake what. For some reason I'm not paying too much attention to these things. Yeah, because it's just a random thing that happened. So it could have been freaking Jack and Joe from down the road, which in the area I live in is not quite that uncommon. So Jake basically he came into the fight and he was fighting this dude, and the dude is ranked and everything, and he's planning to go and fight for a title, but there was like a huge discrepancy in skill, and Jake got moved up from the fight, and I think Eddie Hearn was in there, and it was like a smaller sort of scale fight. um and through the whole fight, every time my man threw something with his right hand. Sorry, the camera is messing me up. I know I'm throwing my right, but it looks like my left in front of me. Every time he's throwing it, his hands just go down. Every time. And the other guy, obviously being more experienced, for like the first few rounds, he was whacking him. Every time that punch goes, he just hits him. Every time it goes, he just throws. And he just kept nailing him with the hook. I remember, like at some point, I was just screaming from the stands because we're getting a little bit rowdy. We're talking, we're enjoying the show and stuff. I was like, "Lift your fucking hand up!" I was chanting, and then it was um it was very interesting. But at the same time, he went and photo mate and had no issues, right? Like when he photo mate. So once he got going, and then the guy, I remember then the guy did the guy Jake was fighting did that annoying thing that some of the older fighters do when like the fight is too close. Oh yeah, yeah, come train with me, I will help you, blah blah blah. It could be in good spirits and all of that, but I felt like at that point they're rivals, so he took him under his wings at the end of the fight. But it was very clear that every time you punch, your other hand must stay up. So now I'm just looking at the knockout sequence. So here it looks like Oliveira pushes Ilya towards the fence. Ilya is like they both got inside feet, so they are standing in the same stance. They're both right-handed. They're both going at it. So nobody's fighting for the outside leg. So I'm just watching their legs. Yep, Charles just pushes in, nails Ilya with like this weird uppercut, which is this was like the Conor McGregor special. If you ask DC, he will tell you. But it's like in perfect form. But you can see Ilya looking as he's getting punched at where Charles' left hand is. Like literally, it's the video is called Ilya Topuria knocks out Charles Oliveira in the first round of the main event UFC 317 ESPN MMA, and the video is put up by ESPN. So Charles get him in a overhook. Sorry, it was a uppercut. Goes directly. into obviously Charles is always like he's always collapsing on you, so he's trying to hit you with whatever appropriate. He is going for the tie clinch, so the tie. I think they call it plum clinch. Or that. Don't judge me, man. I'd never claimed to be that smart to begin with. But Ilya already framed, and Ilya like got his hand ducked up, and he's doing like one of these, like he's trying to swim, and like this is like where Charles is, so to speak. And yep, and he gets out immediately. So there's no clinch. Ilya is sort of resetting, and Charles is letting him reset. And Charles' tattoos cannot be beaten. That big ass lion on his back. All right. So now Ilya is trying to get to the center, and I feel like Charles should have never let him. If Ilya is that square, Ilya would not let you get that square without him closing the distance. So Charles is slowly walking. Ilya has reset. Ilya is in the same position, and his head is going forward. So he is in a very narrow stance. He's not, and now he's doing that cheaty, like extension thing, and he's going to the body. Now Charles is very disciplined. You hit him to the body, he just does like this little crunch thing. Yeah. And Ilya goes body, he goes head. Yep. And then what does Charles do? Okay. So that jab already got him. Charles is about to go punch. And I got this thing slowed down. If you want a proper breakup, like go to Gabriel Varga. He breaks it down. He's a world champion. So well, he used to be a world champion, but obviously go there if you wanna like a proper technical. But now I'm just putting so it looks like Charles feints the jab. Ilya has already seen it. When he feints the jab, his right hand is down already. Yep. And he sort of like loads up the jab, about to go start. Charles hit him. Sorry, Topuria hits him with the old like karate. Like when karate tell you to do this. He does that and ends up just parrying Charles' right hand. So there you go. There's a free shot. Now we're doing. I think it was George Foreman that used to do that. Up. And as soon as Charles is going in, he crashes him with the right hand. But Charles' left hand should have never been that low. He should have never been that extended. He shouldn't be closing the distance like that. Like Topuria just waited for him to come in and fair game. But I thought he will get Charles on the retreat, like he will get him moving backwards. So then when he goes in, he already got him with like this 3-piece combo, like legitimately. So he hit him with 1, 2. Yep. So he hit him with like a 1-2, and good old days, Charles. Good night. And alrighty, good good work by Topuria. All right. Let me try this out. Yeah, good work. Just testing because I was looking at the video and maybe I need a second screen or a second computer or something to have a look at this. But leave that alone. You can't be mad at the guy for doing what he's supposed to do. You can for sure not like him, I hope. Like, I hope I'm not being unreasonable. I talked to maybe one of my friends that watches the UFC, and he reckons that he thinks Topuria can be a little bit irritating because of his cockiness and stuff. Which is all power to him. The dude is doing what he's supposed to do. He's not doing nothing wrong. I'm the one being unreasonable, and it's not like it matters, alright? I'll say what I'll say. I'm sorry. Like, leave me alone. Yeah, what are you gonna do about me? I'm just a guy on the internet. Or do something about it. I'm the guy on the internet still. Okay, so we watching that, and then it's it's tough to say that a guy who's been doing it forever is is wrong. But if we go and just go, so I'm just searching on YouTube now, Ilya Topuria knockout, and I'm watching him. The video is called Ilya Topuria top knockouts. All right, first guy, it's a uppercut, and then it's a body shot, and he's a jiu-jitsu guy. Yep, gets him with the overhand right. Okay, right. So he broke him down to the body. Jackson is his name. Yep, and he gets him. He gets him with the same shot. Yep. Alrighty. He's punching him. He's putting him against the fence. This is where Ilya was like a little bit too excited. Yep. Overhand right. We go down. We watch one of my favorite people in this whole world, which is Ryan Hall. Right. Top guy. Top jiu-jitsu guy. Ilya's coming at him. Here we go. Ryan Hall's hands are down because he's a very intelligent person, so he probably worked it out, and he worked out his jiu-jitsu was gonna get this guy out of there. But Ilya just starched him where he was on the floor. But it was also because of how he fell. It was also because how he guarded. So his defense was every time things get weird, he goes into guard. But he fell into guard, and he fell in not guard. He fell in like almost north south. And when he tried to sort of move up, he put both his body on the side, but it could be by Ilya's punch. Yeah, he was out. Yeah. So Ilya was like just had him in this like weird position where he was punching him, which I wasn't happy about. But we leave the guy alone. All right. We here we got Herbert, which I think is from England. All right. Overhand right lands. Yep. Obviously he's fighting up again. Same punch. But he's getting these people against their fence. He's causing them to behave a little bit differently, and he's knocking them out. He's knocking them out. Now I'm looking at the one with versus Max Holloway. Yep. Yeah. Did he fight Bryce Mitchell? Because I think he's just I seen him. Uh, there's a guy called Concalves, which is outside of the UFC. Yep. I think it was Bryce. It says on the floor. Yep. He had he he kicked Topuria on the head, and he knocked Topuria down. But the way Topuria knocked him out, uh, where was it? Again, it's the same. It's the same punch. Here we go. So Topuria reversed him. He got him against the fence. He got him a little bit out of his skin. Same composure. And goes low to the body. Fakes that jab to the body. And overhand right. Volkanovski. Now I'm sorry about my boy Volk, but yeah, here we go. Look at what Topuria is doing. He hits Volk to the body. He goes up to the head. He nails Volk, but up, it's a right hand again. And he sort of gets him like right behind the ear. So Volk is now collapses the fence. He frame on his head, and then guess what? It's the same punch. But at least Volk's hands were in the situation, and he does it against the fence. But the problem is with with these guys, he's trapping them. He's causing them to act out of their skin, right? So he's causing them to behave differently. He's punching them to the body. He's shot a couple of takedowns against the fence, and they are trying to keep all mate off him. So sometimes the hands come down, and also when they're against the fence, they're standing a little bit taller, and that hand is clipping him, and power has never been a problem. But I feel like Charles just made a mistake that he always makes, and he always gets away with it because a lot of people just worried about the threat more because he is a threat. He's like one of the best finishers in the UFCs, if not the best. And Yeah, and I think now what's happening is I think the UFC is gonna just let Ilya go against. So I heard that I didn't watch a video follow up on it, but I heard that Dana White said that man, it's funny how you find out you got a lazy eye by this kind of video. Uh, Dana White said that no, we we putting a damper on that Ilya versus Patty thing, and I'm not mad at it, but I think what's going on is now Ilya needs someone on the other side of him. Unlike McGregor, everybody needed McGregor. Ilya needs someone. Ilya needs Max. Ilya needs. It doesn't matter if he knocks him out. He's still. How do I say it? Conor McGregor, like the views on the interviews are way more probably than the views on the fight. It's how he speaks. People want to see what he's doing. I could care less. I will watch every fight. I could care less. I could not wait to like a fight I like or a fighter that I watch or a fighter I don't like goes on the Joe Rogan, and I would just watch the crap out of it, no matter how long it goes. I used to watch people on Ariel, but I don't like. I don't do that anymore, so I leave it alone. Um, and then I don't do the same with Ilya. But then again, I'm one guy. Who am I to judge the world by my own lens? Uh, I guess that's the only way you can judge the world by your own lens. So let's say I'm judging the world by my own lens, and I'm looking at good old Iliastro Taporiastro. Yeah, I think so far he needs someone, and we won't know otherwise until he fights an up and comer like and to be honest, I think he just ran out of his last favorable matchup in the lightweight, unless it's Chandler. I feel like Justin Gaethje's camp is good enough, unless he goes into the wrestling and makes it a wrestling match, which I don't think he can do against Gaethje. It's just a size thing. I feel like I feel like they can come up with a good plan, especially with Trevor Whitman. The other one is Patty. I think Patty's still very a bit green, but I feel like they game plan pretty crazy, so they'll be alright. That Benoit Saint Denis, the God of War guy, I think he's a bad matchup for Ilya. It's just because if Ilya doesn't knock him out, he seems to have the physicality to sort of bully him a little bit, and it doesn't seem like your wrestling capability work against that guy. You gotta put him out. So if he doesn't put him out, he's in for one. Uh, yeah, I feel he ran out of favorable matchup. We saw what Paddy can do. We saw that Paddy can fight long. So if you're not crashing into Ilya, he has to put you against the fence. And the way the physicality Paddy comes in with, at least in his last fight, if he comes in anything like that, and we know he's a bit silly, so he will get motivated by the nonsense, which is I don't know. I'm calling it nonsense. It's a fight. So he's motivated by the fight. He's motivated by what the other person says. So he's gonna come down here, and he's got that whole houses. Man, this camera is messing me up. It's like I feel like it's making me slouch a little bit to the. Make me. Oh, alright. Move on. Yeah, I feel like he ran out a good matchup. So here's what I think the UFC is doing. I think the UFC is waiting for the winner between Max and Dustin. I think they hope that Max would win or Dustin would win. They reckon. I think, in my opinion, they want to unify that BMF and the lightweight, because they probably want a little bit of control. And I think if Ilya gets that BMF behind his back, they can try and push him a little bit. But I don't know. Everybody says, look, this is what Conor is supposed to be. Everybody's on is on his um, is on sort of like um, I don't want to say on his nude sack, but everybody's sort of backing him up, and they say this is what Conor should have been. Well, good work, Ilya. Let's leave the hater mentality aside. And yeah, excuse me. It's like 4:30 a.m. at the moment when I'm doing this. Yeah, and that smoke you see, it's not on fire. I got some kind of incense going on. Yeah, I hope I said that correctly. Mispronounce things a lot. But yeah, uh, congrats, Ilya. He did a good job. He capitalized where he was supposed to, and yeah, I like I said, I'm silly, so I bet on my boy Charles regardless. So keep keep your hands up, man. Stick to the basics. Don't drive in with your whole body into just a shot where you're supposed to. Like, and don't put yourself out of position where you don't have your legs under you when you're getting punched. I mean, I'm not a coach, but basics, man. It's how he is beating all of these guys. It's basics. You can. I'd reckon a lot of people probably drill what he's doing on pads even before he won. It's not like he's doing anything unique. He's just practicing, and it's what he's saying. He's saying he's practicing. He's saying he thinks he's beatable. That's why he trains like he's insane. Give him some respect. Come at him right. Alrighty, well that's my rant for the morning. Thank you very much, and I do this video as well, not to highlight or not highlight anything. It's just to test a different app for the recording. So again, thank you for your time. Hope wish you all the best. Have a great day, and maybe I'll try and cover something with the new fights.